What's up, you guys? This is Victor with Bet Your Bass Ewg, and today we're talking ZR custom tackle. Let's go. Guys, this is Victor with Bet Your Bass Ewg, and today we're going to be talking about Alright guys, here we go. So a little backstory on ZR custom tackle. Sorry, a little story on ZR custom tackle. I reached out to an individual that I noticed was local from Burley, or I should say Hayburn, but was local here. And I reached out to him, which happened to be Kyle Zemke, right? Great, awesome guy. I hit him up and I said, hey, is there anything maybe you can, teach me? I know you're in a tournament. I'm going to go to this tournament as well. Maybe you can give me some pointers, da da da. Now I'm thinking he's going to be like, man, what's up with this guy? But far from it. And because of that, has pushed me forward to continue to, do kayak bass tournaments, kayak fishing, period, and just have a good old time doing it that way. So then I met up with him and it wrote itself from then on. All right, great guy, really pushed me into the sport, and he's a dang good fisherman. As a matter of fact, it's Kyle Smiley Zemke because he stays smiling. He's an awesome guy. He's always trying to teach somebody, and he gave me a whole bunch of stuff when I first got there. That being said, let's get into my top 5 favorite tackle from ZR Customs. Now, they got a whole bunch of different tackle that you guys can look at the website, check it out, and they have so many different ones. He has so many different kinds, right? But these are my 5 favorite that I know for a fact that I use on a constant basis. They constantly produce, and I love, honestly, and has helped me win tournaments. And just a quick story. When Kyle Zemke goes fishing, if you look, he's gotten a report made on him, Angler of the Year here in Idaho for kayak fishing, right? Angler of the Year. When he comes around, I make sure I'm on my A game, period. Because not only is he a great guy, but he's a dang good fisherman. And the only way to get better is if you push yourself and go up against those better guys. Now, there's other guys on that crew or on the tournaments that are, great. They're amazing. But I gotta look at, to me, it's like, hey, I gotta, reach for the top, right? And to me, that's where he's at, and I grind to make sure I get there. But enough about Smiley. Let's get to some of his custom tackle that he makes. First and foremost is the Ewg Texas Net Head. So you got the extra wide gap net head. Now, you guys have seen many of these online everywhere else or whatever that they make. And here it is. Here's this guy. Okay, you see him? Now, that's a 3/0 hook. Now, personally, this is probably, I think it's a 3/8 or a 1/2 ounce weight right there. That's what I prefer to fish when it comes to these guys. Usually a 1/2 ounce to 3/8. That one there is perfect when I'm trying to put a simple cross, something that already has either tentacles, something that already has pincers, something that already presents itself to the fullest, right? I love using that bait, or I'm sorry, that tackle, and it produces. It really does. He's got it on there. Like I said, that's a 3/0 hook. Now let's go ahead and jump to what I would say is like not the big brother, but the different version of that brother. So like maybe the step brother, I don't know, the half brother. There you go. This one is this is known as the Ewg Texas Bug on the website, all right? Okay, again, same weight as you can see, right? And it's actually beat up as well, so because I've been using this one. It's got a skirt tied on it. It's got a tied on skirt right there with a little fluff in the front, a lot in the back. Same Ewg 3/0 hook in the back. Okay, and it just gives you a different presentation. This one here, I'd use more with like beavers and stuff like that. And this one here, I'd be using more with the craw type, But both of these right here are awesome producers, and they freaking get fish on the boat, the yak, whatever you want to call it. They get you some fish, and I can honestly say that they truly do produce. Okay, I'm gonna talk about something new that he started coming out with recently. Now we're talking about, like, if you're talking about that Ewg Texas Net Head, we're gonna talk about its little brother, okay? The Ewg Net Head. So if you look, obviously you can tell that it is definitely a lot smaller, okay? Got that 1/0 hook on there. It's either a 1 or a 2. It looks more like a 1, but you got your Texas style, right? Obviously, see how it does this? All right, and it's definitely a lot smaller. Here they are, comparison side by side, just how much bigger they are. All right, or smaller they are, I'm sorry, I should say. That one there is brand new, and I have not actually gotten to use it yet. But I already know if it's anything like its bigger brother, it's gonna be smashing those smallies, especially because it's so small and compact, and it's gonna be putting fish on the boat. Something that we all look forward to. Now, we all know for a fact that the Ned rig is all about numbers. Everybody has said it. You can look anywhere. Ned rig is all about numbers. Not necessarily known for size on fish, but it has been known to catch that range from huge to little, only because of its compact size. But one thing that they cannot say is that you don't catch fish with it. You do. Smashers. Period. That's what it is. I actually wouldn't be surprised, since obviously this is the big brother of this little guy, and this is like the cousin, right? Obviously bigger version of this little guy. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts making these with the tied-on skirt as well, to really give it, you know what I'm saying, that presentation that we're all looking for, you know, where it spreads, and because that skirt under the water just opens up and it gives it more of a presentation, and it moves and it gets the bass to looking at it. So anyways, I wouldn't be surprised if you see he's gonna tie a skirt onto this little guy eventually. All right, so my next one, and definitely up there with my favorites, I should say, is your standard Midwest jig head, right? What they call the Ned head, the Ned rig. This is the one he really just started handing me and said, hey, try these out. You're gonna love them. And sure enough, man, these were the ones. These are the ones, all right? So as you can see though, it has a different profile of hook up there. It's just completely different. And honestly, this right here, again, I go with that. This is probably the 3/8 head right here. I mean, look at that. Now, I'm not saying you can't get these anywhere else, but I know for a fact that I like to shop local, support local, and these right here produce. They just produce. And I can't say enough about the Ned rig. Out here, because we are a little bit northern, right, Idaho, it's colder. It stays colder longer as well, so we don't have a long summer. But when it gets hot, of course, we start switching up the jigs, like bigger jigs and whatnot. But the Ned head, especially on the river, you slow down. You're slow fishing. You're either dead sticking or barely hopping that sucker. And when that happens, you're catching fish, don't get me wrong, but we are definitely slower up here. And the Ned head just comes in and is able to produce. Love it. It's amazing. Can't go wrong with it. Okay, now this one right here, this next one, is definitely by far my favorite, and it's the one that, even though the Ned rig produces, this one right here has never failed me, not once. I can't say that I've ever put this jig on and said that I've gotten skunked. Have I gotten skunked? I'm not gonna say I haven't. I have, but I can't say that when I put this one on that I'm like, oh man, it's over. I already know I'm hitting. Now, this is something that he came up with last year, if I remember correctly. It's called the Lil Bugger, L-I-L Bugger, Lil Bugger. So it's kind of like your Ned, right? But the difference is, if you look carefully, see that hook? Okay, this hook is way smaller, and it's definitely a lot rounder. You still got your keeper, but it comes with a skirt. Now tell me something, ain't that, I mean, can you just imagine? Oof, this little guy right here produces. Now I'm gonna put a clip in here somewhere, or maybe just over this. I'm gonna put a clip when I caught an 18-inch largemouth bass on that little guy on a recent tournament that I just came from. And you'll just see that I get excited about the Little Bugger. The Little Bugger continues to produce.
Ooh. Little bugger does it again. Little bugger does it again. Heavenly Father, thank you so much. Thank you. Oops. Oh no, I hit it again. Sorry. Oh man. And it's a largemouth. And it's a freaking largemouth. Come here. Come here, bud. CJ, suck me. Gosh dang little bugger. Gosh dang little bugger does it again.
So one of the questions that I've had asked by friends, what plastics do I use on those? When it comes to these bigger guys with the 3/0 hook or whatnot, I'm usually on a beaver style. Now this one here, I don't exactly remember who makes it, but the product is literally just add water. Full of salt, just add water. I think it's I forget the name, man. If I remembered, I could have told you. But this is one of them, right? That's what I like to put on those 3/0s, the 4/0s, whatnot. I put more of a beaver style. Now when it comes to these little guys, all right, I'm looking at four different types of what I call bugs or whatnot, but the brand is all the same. Z-Man. I know I'm not sponsored by those guys, but I can tell you that they produce. So to me, it's like, why not share it? I'm just being honest. The one that caught me that 18-inch bass, man, is right here. This guy right here. This is brand new to Z-Man as well, this plastic. That's a baby goat right there. Baby goat. These little flippers right here, I don't know if you can tell that they have these like big parts to it. They kick. As soon as they're coming down, they're kicking immediately, right? And then they float up because Z-Man, all their elastic plastic floats, right? And it's super stretchy. So they float, they just sit there and float up. And then when you move it, let's say you do a good hop, it starts kicking. Amazing. This is the guy right here that caught that 18 for me. Now, you guys remember this guy right here? I was talking about him. This is gonna be your Ewg Net Head, right? Okay, this guy right here, what I matched that up to was a Z-Man craw. Like, I haven't even used it, but I can't wait to get out there and try it out. Look at that. Look how compact that is. And what's gonna be awesome is that these little pincers right here, they float. You don't believe me? Get you a Z-Man plastic and find out. I'm serious. Okay, you go with your standard. Got it right here. Standard TRD, right? On a freaking Midwest. This is ZR custom tackle. Look at the beat up that it's been through. I've done some damage to it. The good thing is I have a nail tech of a wife that likes to paint stuff, so I know she'll get to that eventually. All right. And the other one, here's another little bugger with the bugs, the TRD bugs from Z-Man. But look at the presentation that you get from that. Look at that. The crazy part is we all know bass are, you know, very, how do you say it, aggressive eaters and opportunistic eaters. So to me, for them, seeing something so small that's just crawling along the bottom, especially out here you have to fish slow, and they just go for it. They can't resist. If I was a fish, I guess I wouldn't resist those either, just because I know that, hey, these skirts are awesome. But because I know I haven't been good to you guys, I got something to tell you guys, and I hope you guys like it. Better yet, I'll just start like this. So after the tournament that I won last year, this year, Smiley, you know, of zrcustomtackle.com, he hits me up and says, hey, listen, I think I want you on my pro staff, especially since you're doing all the tournaments this year, and I'm gonna go move up to the bass tournaments, the bass, BASS kayak tournaments. I said, let's do it, man. So anyways, he gave me some gear, he put me on the, you know, on the pro staffer squad, and with that, I give you guys a code. So you guys go check out ZR Custom Tackle and get your 20% off. You know, first of all, I can only say how much that you guys are supporting a local business. If you guys go check them out, go order some stuff. It's a local business, a guy that just, you know, he's a fisherman. He's tried and true to all these, you know, custom tackle. He's tried them. He knows what works, especially out here in Idaho. But what's crazy is that he's gone to other places and fished and still been able to smash him out with the little bugger and all these other ones that are on his website. By all means, go check him out. Now, because of that, I am to an extent sponsored by them, but I don't get paid, right? But I do get some good gear. So I guess that's a sponsorship. But nonetheless, you guys get yourself some 20% off. It's gonna be amazing. Go check out his website at least. Go order yourself some little buggers. I promise you they will produce. You will not go wrong with these guys. You can't go wrong with these guys. And these guys will get you the bass that you are looking for. Anyways, I don't know what else to say. This video has already gone on for so long. I got more videos to come, especially about the yak. I ended up getting a brand new kayak. I haven't even talked much about that. I gotta present it to you guys. The Sea Ghost 110 unfortunately is gone. I upgraded and I can't wait to share with you guys. I'm really sorry, but I'm gonna continue to try to push these videos out. Stay with me, you guys. If you liked, sorry, if you like what you saw, if you learned something new, or you just want to go try something and love the code, even if you're just happy to get a code, go ahead, like, subscribe, hit that bell so you know when every freaking video that I'm gonna throw out comes up. You guys, thank you. For those who have stuck around with me, thank you from the beginning. And I only hope, because I got something else I want to show you guys, I only hope that as we continue to grow this channel, that I'm able to give away free stuff. So what I'm showing you right here is only the beginning. This right here is a rod that I made. I started getting into making rods, guys. All right, I started getting into making rods mainly because I was like, hey, if I'm going to be paying X amount of bucks for a freaking rod, I want to be able to make it the way I want to make it, the color that I want, the action and the power that I want, and be able to put the color reel that I want on that thing. Anyway, let's get some subscribers. Let's see if we can get some free stuff getting out. Go ahead, like, subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Stick around. Thank you.